Hello everyone. Welcome. Hope y'all having a good one as usual, hopefully. It's a weird way to... suppose I meant to say that like the hope is the usual bit. I would assume, I would hope I'm doing well. Is normal, I would hope so. Grammatical quandaries aside, I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna see where the day takes. I am a little bit pessimistic about my sound there. Okay, sorry. I was oh, don't forget to bring up the YouTube thing. Alright. So I was... well, actually, let's see. Trying to think of ways to use brick. I guess it doesn't particularly matter exactly how. It just matters that a brick is used. And I don't know how I feel about this. Specifically where the corners are like, feel like they're more exposed, right? I don't know. Combination's good. Honestly, the blackstone is not bad. I don't know. Something about it feels like there's a better way to do this. What is this song? Sorry. Shenmue. Oh, okay. Well, no use in just looking at this thing. I think this is fine. Obviously putting a roof on it might help make it look like a complete building. But, okay. So I'm trying to think, maybe it couldn't go and do something a little different. I don't know. So I could also like, I probably will. Hey, Bo, how's it going? Is my favorite sauce. I don't know what I'm looking all do today. We'll see. Same. Yeah, we're just gonna be chill. Just gonna be doing the wait a minute. Okay, hold on. If I can... okay, hold on. Then why did you say you have no friends if I'm a friend? What's going on here? What's happening? Chill is only the most foreign of concepts, really. Oh, dude, speaking of speaking of suspicions, so Star Citizen. Star Citizen is rapidly approaching next event, next update, which is going to be Friday. Oh god. Sorry. So it's rapidly approaching next update. It's going to be Friday. They are nerfing salvage missions, so they don't have a bunch of ludicrously expensive cargo. So I gave some of the illegal missions there a shot. It was good. It was cool. It was fun. You get like 30 minutes to go collect some boxes, and you know, track beam some boxes into your ship is great. It's beautiful. It doesn't actually really pay that well, but it was a good experience. It was a fun experience. But yeah. Oh, but what else? What else? What else? What else? Good lord, no. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry. I'm just remembering all the hilarious things that, like, so I don't have a ship that's really great for cargo, because I'm waiting for the event to put some store credit around, get a better ship, for exactly that thing, and yeah, so I rented a Cutlass. It's the cargo boxes and tractor beaming them around it. It really is just fucking Tetris as beautiful. Sorry, I have to consider, I have to ponder. Yeah, we can just try things. Why not? Yeah, no, it was great. I think I might have had, there's one, I don't know, I think it was like a 32 SCU container, which is like, one SCU is, technically it's like 1.5 by 1.5 meters. It's a weird thing. And the box is like, a 2 by 2 by 8? Yeah. My ship is not supposed the Cutlass is not supposed to be able to fit that size of cargo container, but somehow I made it work. I don't know if I actually was able to sell the thing. I guess I must have been able to, but some of the containers didn't seem to be properly filled. But yeah. I think this is fine, but also, no. I think probably... yeah, I don't know. I was half wanting to play Star Citizen instead. I don't know, maybe I'll do it Wednesday. Also, I will, like, I don't know, last week, nobody told me. I did have, I think I was told Wednesday, or, no, Tuesday, technically. I wasn't really in the mood to stream Wednesday. I think I was a bit too tired. My sleep schedule, I think, is, like, actually properly better now. At least for streaming at the times. I was genuinely wanting to maybe, like, push my schedule back, so I stream at, like, 6 my time instead of 7. Which would have been, like, the way easier thing to have done, but oh well. Oh, sorry. My grandfather's birthday was or we celebrated my grandfather's birthday Friday, so I was not available. Excuse me. And I was only told Tuesday. I was only told because I was helping my grandparents with stuff. But yeah. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just like in a real hardcore Star Citizen mood. Hardcore Citizen. Like, how many videos do I don't know how many videos I have, like, prepared for Starfield, but I have way too many, and it's not a bad thing, but it's also, like, I haven't recorded Starfield in, like, an episode of Starfield in forever. It's also, like, doing really well on YouTube, which is also the crazy thing. So, I don't know. I think I was partially like, oh, I should just do Star Citizen. I should stop doing this. I should just do Star Citizen streams on Wednesdays. And I probably will eventually transition over to that, like, fully. But, for now, I may as well play Starfield while it's still fresh in everybody's minds. I don't know. Yeah, of course, again, I don't want to, like, be too much of a broken record. It's not really a bad game. It's just, like, not, you know. I definitely partially burned myself out on it. And it's definitely I'm just trying to think. I need a window here. This seems like the way too simple of a thing to do. I mean, I think the thing I would want to do is put like a planter box, but yeah, I can make that work. I just can't do it in a blueprint. Yeah, it's also not gonna be a blueprint, actually. I don't mean like that is, you know, gonna take like that's not too bad. Not like it's gonna be a difficult thing to actually, but I'll have to make it separate. But that's okay. Okay. So again, I don't know. I'm just like in a brick mood, I guess, for some reason. Let's try and see what we can do with bricks. That might be interesting. Is this a Zelda remix? Yeah. It's like I haven't played Wind Waker. I've seen it, but I haven't played it. That's gonna be. That's a bit too... Okay. So I don't know exactly what I'm thinking this is gonna be. Although, having a, like, 6 tall build, or, like, thing... Well, this is 7 tall, so actually let's just consider this. I was thinking of this as, like, some infrastructural thing, like... You know, something to cover a hill or a elevation. I don't know. Don't know. I'm wondering. Also, wait a minute, hold on. This has nothing to do with brick, but realizing, did I just like... I done something? Okay. I'm sure I've done this before. I feel like I didn't... I feel like I've always been like, there's gotta be something there with like... Okay, so in order to get like 1 floor higher with my sort of 4 tall thing, my sort of standard size builds. I love this sort of double... Not double... No, this is not double helix. Nope, 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 nope. Sort of double staircase thing. It's cool. Oh, I know I've done this in some way before. Okay. So what am I trying to what am I trying to do? What am I trying to think of here? What am I trying to think of? Gosh. Sorry, I'm just like... Can't remember who it was, but I did see a furry content creator do a thing with AI art. I don't know, it wasn't like it was just like a one singular thing for Instagram. I don't know if... I don't think I saw anything about like... I don't think I saw them get any backlash. I have to check. It was like the Disney... it's like the Disney poster thing. I assume that's AI art, actually. I guess I don't know. I mean, obviously it's an AI of some kind anyway, so... I guess, well, in all fairness, though, there was also that one. There was also the one time that favorite political content creator Jeff Jackson like had a meeting with Bill Nye or something, and he couldn't take a photograph because he was like, because he's an actual like representative. He can't necessarily just take pictures in like Congress or wherever his office is or whatever. And yeah, it's what was I gonna say? Yeah, he had a AI recreate the moment, basically. It was certainly interesting. That I can't really complain too much about, but also it's just ugh. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm grabbing the wrong cups. The wrong glasses. Is it a cup if it has glass in it, or does that automatically make it a I don't know. Sorry, I'm derping here. You know what? There's a lot of things I want to do. I actually do want to make a drill real quick and just see what, like, materials I get out of that. I'm sure there's some other things I could, do as well. I don't know. I think... Sorry. I think, and I think I'll probably do a survival mode maybe in the new year, and I don't know if I'm actually gonna go through with No, I did not go to TwitchCon. It is fair, it is fair. Well, it was not me. I completely forgot TwitchCon was even a thing. What was I doing last time here? All right. Right, I remember. Okay, cool. Well, I wanted to take a drill to one of these sections. See what we get. Just make a real quick one. If I can remember how. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I wanted to take a break from I wanted to take a break from Minecraft. I don't know what I would do, but yeah, certainly an option. Not that I'm really like really not in the mood for Minecraft or something. but tis a game that is sometimes you gotta put down for a little bit, come back to it later. Yeah, so I don't know what the procedure would be. Well, I guess it would be make a, I don't know. I think I would want to start a survival with a little bit of something, with like a cobblestone generator, and maybe a little bit of create. Not a full factory, but just some basic stuff. I don't know, but the initial crafting all the stuff could be good too. I don't know. I mean, if I started with this, well, if I started with this many drills, well, if I started with any drills, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to get drills, to get these drills and get this set up, so it wouldn't really be that bad. Starting with automated cobblestone generators also wouldn't really be the end of the world, or wouldn't be too game breaking, but it would be a little crazy. Trying to think now. I'm trying to think what the last time I actually had alcohol was. It's been months. I think I might have had like a few ciders sometime this year. But like, I don't know. Oh. Oh. I felt that. I felt that in my bones. Alright, we'll see how that goes. I think since last time, I did put up these walls, because I wanted to try and section off the area. I don't think I did anything, I don't think I really did anything else. But that drill is going to take a little while, so we do have time to play around with some stuff. I do like this. I don't know. Hold on. Don't know. I don't know. Literally, I'm in a derpy mood tonight. Okay, I'm sorry. So. One thing, let me get the sandstone. Trying to see. Oh yeah, see. Okay, so I did a thing. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Down. It has been a lot. It's also part of the problem with like recording stuff really far in advance. That you end up recording stuff so far in advance that you like end up having too much free time. Yeah, I think also if I haven't said it, yeah, I'm basically just taking it easy for the rest of the year. There is some stuff I would definitely like to. I want to do some more art, but it'll be on my own time. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I don't know where, when, or how that would come in handy, but that'd be a good thing to remember. Little half stairs. Oh yeah, I did reorganize this a little bit. Guess my plan, I think my plan was actually to have this be like, was my plan. I think what I'm gonna do is just have this be a road, actually. See if I can remember where all this stuff is. Also trying to Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Floofy? What what's it going for? Road. That's what it was. Just, I think, I don't know. Get some ideas of this being like just a test, or I had some ideas of this being an actual like some kind of survival world I was gonna prep, but nah. But it's gonna be a good little test world for me to test some stuff out. Some mine colonies, style packs I got. Try and build a whole city. Oh god, you know, I don't know, yesterday I was bored. Last night I was bored. I was like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play some City Skylines and try building some weird ass city styles. And I did. It was not a hexagon thing. For some reason, whenever I think of octagons and hexagons to me are apparently the same thing. They're not. But they may as well be. So... Oop. But yeah, no, it was also in creative with like cheats and infinite money on and stuff. But yeah, I actually I left it on while I was sleeping, and just to see what would happen, or just to see how far it would go. It's a very strange problem. I haven't played City Skylines like seriously a very long time. I don't remember like every building like getting abandoned after 2 seconds though. That's a new one. That's a new one for me. But it was fun. Okay, let's see. I don't know how long actually the drill should take. Oh, it's probably the giant gaping hole there. Yeah, probably. Oh, you know what? Real random thought. What the fuck is? Oh, what's this even from? Is this from the dragon? Okay, yeah, it is from the dragon mod. Okay, cool. What was it? I think emeralds. Emeralds are special. I think emeralds are like one of the sources of beryllium. One of the really common sources for beryllium, I think. Could have been something else. Could have been many other things, I'm sure. Not many other things. I think that's the only... thing Yeah. Random fact, but still, you know how it be. Also, sorry, what level are we at? Why? -5. Okay, so yeah, it's making progress. Remember when 0 was the bottom of the world? Oh, how naive we were back then. But yeah, what even is going on here? Oh, I remember I was thinking about what to do with this. So I can't, cause I can't really just have a solid wall like that. Yeah, let's see. Oh, this tree is very... It's got little apples on it. Oh my god. Oh well. I think I have a proper... I can use this stone I used over here, although let's just take a look at it. No, because it's like... Yeah, I mean I could, but... Okay, let's lay down some plots. It's only gonna be one row of plots. One small plot, or line of small plots, not two of them, so. Also, yeah, I have to apologize for the title. I don't know. Title's clearly not my strong suit. Counting apparently is also not my strong suit here. Derp, 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 derp. Well, let's see, actually. I could do a thing. Yeah. I could have, like, some stairs very, very... Some stairs very casually going up the side here. Or, I could have some, like, basically stairs in the alleyways. Theoretically, I could also, like, frame the signs, but that's... I could do that. We'll see. Yeah, this is not gonna be a survival world. I mean, I don't really care too much about just deleting resources, clearly, but it's this, you know. So it is a little bit like, whoa. Besides, it's gonna be mine colonies, so emeralds aren't necessarily as, well, I guess they are still valuable, but. Oh, jeez. You know, I did have an epiphany. I've played, like, every Animal Crossing game except for the mobile game and the, except for the mobile game and the Switch one. Not necessarily because I dislike anything going on there. No, I just, I don't know. Was not really interested. I didn't play Doom either. That's not, so I don't have, so that's definitely not the excuse. I think, yeah. I think one of the things I really feel like I gotta do is kind of think just, yeah, going Oops. Whoops. Yeah, I think it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't matter exactly what the height is here. It's gonna be weird. Not really that weird though. And if it needed to match up with some other space, I could do that. How? Okay, so I mean, also, the hope would be that that the area would be a little bit more level. Oh well. We can make this. We can have like one row of buildings, right? Just gonna have to like. Anyway. Yeah, we can do that. It's whatever. Yes, whatever. Wait, did I? Okay. Because I could definitely do like some little garden thing here and have like a sort of stone backboard. Because this area, in basically all the designs I do now, the rim is just exclusively for like either, you know, to be used as a sidewalk or a for like lampposts. So can make that work. I'm thinking what I should do is have houses, and then a street, and then more houses, which is going to be large. But we can make it work. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just make sure. Yep. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna mark out where I want, and then I think this is gonna be too much. I think this is easily gonna be too much, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because this is like, yeah. I should try. Should just load into a. Oh god. No, actually, this is doable. This is okay. It's just weird, but yeah, we can do it. Some weird thing for, it's a weird thing with the emeralds, because I remember seeing a video about, like, the spawns. What's, like, the rarest spawning block, and I don't know if, deep slate, deep slate emeralds, because emerald spawns, has a higher chance of spawning the higher it is, and deep slate ore obviously can only spawn, all deep slate ore can only spawn so far. Sorry, wait, what the fuck is happening here? What is happening here? That's interesting. And there's no way. No, that's okay. It's a bit rough, but I think you can see my general idea here, though. And like the little area in between, of course. Okay, I have clearly messed something up here. So I'm gonna just leave that for now, but you get the general idea. Yeah. This area in between, I would want to have, like, I would want to build this up as a wall. Of course, it'd have to get rebuilt. Well, I'd have to put the building down, max out the building, and then, do stuff. And then put this down. But, which technically mine colonies probably would not appreciate too well. Though, all things, I think, yeah, this is a little bit weird in terms of, like, size, right? You know, something like that with, There you go. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, lantern. Stone brick wall there. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it works. Okay. I think we can pull the drill back up. Ooh. Come across some lava? This actually would be magma. Hold on. What's this? Deep slate silver. Oh, okay, okay. Ooh, some of the coppery stuff. That's cool. Interesting, interesting. I was very concerned for a second that I had completely lost where I was, and then I would have remembered I have a mini-map. That should, at least in theory, make that difficult. You know, I should see what, like, the, extreme biomes thing. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what that looks like. Because what I'd really, really want to see is just, like... is just more. Is just more flatland. More gentle hills. So what I think. Ooh, 52 geo. It's very nice, very nice. Dun, da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Also, I mean, well, I don't know. It would be interesting to see how much stone I actually need for everything. I don't know. So I think... So definitely good stuff. I don't know if it would be all the stone I would need. All the stone... Well, I mean also cobblestone generator, in all fairness. No, it probably wouldn't be all the stone I need, but... a pretty respectable amount, I would think, actually. I think what I would do is say, hey, I want to build stuff, and I want to build like the city at this level. Or I want to have the base level at this height. Well, no, because like it makes sense for this, right? I mean, I gotta clean this up at some point, but like, it just happened that the entirety of the land was like sloping down to this like beachfront, and having this sort of thing as a giant thing does look pretty good, or would look pretty good if I put the pillars in. Have a little beachfront, one of these would have a doorway, stairs, back up, it'd be great, it'd be beautiful. But that's not necessarily how everything would work. What things in life work out of that perfectly, right? Let's consider a few things here. And I might not be very craftilicious right now, I'll admit. Did I do something here? I feel like I did something. I don't know. Okay. I want to see what an amplified world looks like. More world options. Amplified requires a beefy computer. Anyway. Let's... Just gonna... No, let's... Yep, that works. That works. Let's just see what happens, shall we? Also, I don't know, I'm happy. I'm happy that my... Overall, like, the end of this year has been looking pretty damn nice. And I do have to thank Starfield for that. Definitely. Although I think it's a little silly. All things considered, but... And I think the plan will be like... I think the plan will be that I'm gonna hold off on some things until January 1st. And January 1st is gonna be... I'll have a bunch of uploads. What? Hold on, what is this? Earthbound... Snowman, Earthbound, Tudden General Offensive. Smash and Shell. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh. Sorry, I saw the Z coordinate and I thought it was the Y coordinate. I was like, wait a minute, we're at a negative distance here? What? What's happening? Overall, this isn't really that extreme. It's got maybe some sharp... Is this really that sharp though? I don't know. I mean, it's maybe a little bit more vertical. It's also some weird island thing. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just a coast. We'll see. Oh, that seems... okay. Seems like a decent amount of space. I'm sure... Oh, hello there. Well, this is weird and cool. Could be a way to describe most of Minecraft, I suppose. Well, I'm sorry. Now I gotta just see. So it doesn't seem like things... By the way, it doesn't seem like things are more gradual, is what I was hoping. I can't remember what amplified is supposed to be. But it does seem like there's just more verticality. Which is fine, I guess, but... Oh yeah, no, this is just larger hills. I mean, which is a damn shame also, because it looks cool. Let me do a little bit more exploring before I just write it off. Oh yeah, I mean, if this is a savanna... If this is not a savanna, this is... way too high and way too bumpy to be a savanna. Yeah, good lord, okay. That's a shame, because there are some really cool things. Okay, what should I do? What shall I do? Sorry, I just remembered there was tavern talk that I wanted to like back. and Kickstarter, but like. I don't know if it's over yet. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Should I think also for like Starfield? What should I? Sorry, I don't know. My mind is going places apparently. Also, I don't know. That does look cleaner. Sorry, but I know this is Deltarune, but so much of this is reminding me of it is reminding me a little bit of 2064 read-only memories. I don't apologize for that. For saying that. Yeah, some relatively similar vibes. It's actually really... So I've been in a little bit of a cyberpunk kick. And I was reading through... I don't know if I'm actually like... I don't know. I was reading through the core rulebook for how to make an encounter, and I was like, or for how to run a session, or how to, and I'm like, you know what? No, okay, this is exactly how, this is the way to do a cyberpunk thing. But I don't know if I want to, do that. Specifically with I don't know if that's like the natural place that my mind goes to when I think of a cyberpunk thing, but that is because like one of the really important things I think with cyberpunk is that you're writing a session out for Cyberpunk Red, or is that you don't win cyberpunk. You don't win. That's not how cyberpunk works. You survive, and that's it. And that's the entirety of what your goal should be. Which is to say, and that there are no good guys or bad guys really. It's all people with, agendas, and that's just how that works. I do like that, but it's not how I was thinking about running my game. But also, that is how I want to run my game. I do want to pose like a objectively good character, though. Although I don't know what the options are for making him less good. I'm thinking of like going with the like he's just an objectively good character, and you know it's his whole deal is but the whole thing is that like he is sort of this not necessarily hopeless optimist in that like he's actually like achieves stuff. Super anti-corpo guy. But he's, you know, I think, like, posing him as this, like, sort of do-gooder who's, way in over his head and just, like, you know, the end of the campaign, or at some point he, you know, probably dies, I would imagine. And it's just, like, the writing's on the wall that, like, stuff is happening, or stuff's going to happen. And it's like, there's no way this dude's gonna survive. Why I'm okay with, you know, just potentially spoiling my campaign for an audience of myself. It would be cool to stream it, but I don't know. It might happen, might not. Yeah, probably not stream it. Definitely not stream it, I would say. Record it? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I was about to say, wait a minute, Okame? What is this? But actually, that's pretty standard thing in a lot of Japanese music, a lot of classic Japanese music. Actually, I'm kind of curious if that specific clip or sound bit is, it probably is a specific sound bit, actually, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of, I was just thinking about like the water and like how that could, what that could be. I like the detail, but I don't know what. It doesn't seem like it would be a good thing to have. Just random standing water. In fact, it would very much not be a good thing. Druid stuff, though, it got me thinking. I know. No way. Okay. Well, that's fine. God, I have so many things I gotta, like... At some point, I'm gonna have to just systematically go through all of this stuff. Okay, so mud and moss. think, don't think Druid would actually exclusively I don't think a Druid would exclusively use moss for like floor, whatever. Oh, definitely not. Especially because I'm thinking it's got to be a multi-story building. And I'm thinking like the first level of it would start as like literally just a pit in the ground. And I mean, I'm also thinking this is like... This is Urban Druid. It's definitely gonna have like some compromises. Just 7 on this thing. Nope, not that one. There we go. Also, I was not looking for 7, I was looking for 6. Silly me, silly me. Wow. 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 Call me boring, but I think like... I think the top... Okay, so I want to have like wood supports for this. Yeah, that's also, actually also another thing I thought about. Wood trellises. Not really... Not trellis like... I mean, I guess it is a trellis, but like triangles. Triangles. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of a trellis. Like a trellis frame on a motorcycle. It was like, you know what, what if I was looking at some structural things. It was like, what if I made a like wooden trellis as like a beam, as a structural component, making like some for woodworking stuff. I think it would be a cool idea. I think it'd be a cool idea, but I don't know. Oh no. It would be a lot of joinery, which is not bad. But it would just be a little silly. It would be a lot of work. Now, granted, I also want to make like a checkerboard table, which is gonna be a thing, definitely. trying to think if this might not be a better way to do this. Let's just raise the roof by 1. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, they probably would. And it's like... yeah. Probably moss would be the better material to use, just for a little bit of flair. Or to make it pop a little bit more. We'll come back to this. It's also definitely going to be cheaper. Yeah, no, oh yeah, no, because moss you can actually just like straight farm moss. Actually, by the way. Yeah. I think what pack dirt mud. I'm sorry. I was thinking of maybe trying to make this like a fireplace in the back, but could be done. Could be done. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be... Yeah. I could just move the stairs so it's in a different spot. Oh, that's like... That's the entire... Yeah, let's just... This is gonna be weird. Well, not that weird. You can also put a trapdoor. Some trapdoors, so it's not... bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. So I have to wonder what a city druid would... Yeah, I guess they would just... I don't know. It would definitely exist. In a fantasy world. I guess druid also probably does have... No, druid is specifically like... has some specific ties in like Celtic mythology, right? Yeah, it's fine. I do like the little... I think the fireplace also is absolutely fine. Nice, kind of cozy. Nice and cozy. I think there would be druid, two-story druid buildings, I think. But they would also have to have a basement. I guess not have to have a basement. I don't know. but it does, I'm making a bar now. Probably only, well, I don't. Guess the only thing about this, right, is, well, mud is a relatively difficult farmable thing. It's a rather involved but I think, like, I think druids would probably be more kind of on their own thing, doing their own thing. I kind of wonder if I maybe, I don't know. There isn't a mod pack or maybe there's a few mods that I should like replace. Maybe my combat stuff is, I don't know. It'd be cool to like have a proper, well, it'd be cool to have a proper RPG, but I kind of have like pseudo RPG in the making here, but I don't know. I think what I'd really like I'm complete there. Oh shoot. What was I thinking? I would love to have for a jeez, genuinely, what was I thinking? I completely forgot. Probably some leveling system, some kind of leveling system, but I don't know what. Kind of thinking So part of me is like, yeah, I want to see a 2-story building. Maybe we can do it. I would think they'd want to if they were going to build above ground, they would want to try and save on as many resources as possible, and as such, probably try and, instead of having, like, having 3 blocks for the ceiling height, would be 2.5. Actually, yeah, I would definitely also have, like, definitely also only use half blocks until absolutely necessary. I think also probably like a druid village that had like giant towers in it. I figure it would probably be in the middle of the forest. Probably, if anything, the entirety of the, I figure the entirety of the village would be sunken down to sort of camouflage itself better amongst the woods. And the practice, I mean, this is also an urban druid. I know I said I put it on the detail anyway. And like the possibility of having windows is something. Don't think I've forgotten about that, but we'll see. Oh God, there is a game. I can't remember what it was called. Bloodright or something? Hold on. Bloodline. The Bloodline. God, there are some things. It's like it's an alpha project on Steam right now, but it's got some good ideas. Basically, you play as a character of a long-lost bloodline, and you can foresee the future. And there are certain events that are going to happen, and it's your responsibility to make sure, or it's your ability to influence the world and possibly stop evil from happening, or evil from spreading. with any luck. But yeah, it's certainly an interesting idea. And it's very much a classic RPG in like every other sense, so it's cool and it's fun. It's a little bit, you know, like nice to just go back to. I just feel like you have a hotbar with skills, which isn't something that you have in, which is not something you have in Bethesda games. I guess you do have a hotbar, but not necessarily. Yeah, I guess maybe with skills, but not in the same way, you know. Hotkeys for equipables. Do also, I don't know. I think the probably more average druid hut would be more average druidy thing would just be like not a full floor or not a full basement, but just enough to make sure that it is properly dirt that you're taking out and turn the dirt into mud bricks. That could be an interesting style in it of itself, actually. Especially because this is, in all fairness, kind of looking very samey. But this is certainly a possibility. Yeah, that definitely needs some work, and I don't know what the interior, how I would do the interior. But I'm curious. I know I've done a few like druid things. Tried to do a druid style before, but let's see here. think... Okay, well, I guess technically, this is ground level, and I want to have this sunken down. What I could do is just this. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know. I should probably maybe build this, considering that I might want to... Oh, yeah, actually the moss thing. And if I don't have to actually worry about a basement, then I don't have to worry about a fireplace. I do like that though. It's nice. It's nice. It's good. Let's put the door there. And basically just copy the cut from the waist up. First floor up, I guess. Hey, Fencer, how's it going? I'd say it's been a while, but everything feels like it's been a while as of late. Boop. Boop, boop. Oh, jeez. Yeah, been pretty good. Can't complain. Oh, you know, I don't think I actually complain isn't the right word, but I'm gonna say complain for the sake of, so Star Citizen. Star Citizen. I love Star Citizen. I love Star Citizen maybe too much. Every year there is a ship showdown. People vote on their favorite ships. You know, it's all good. It's all good fun. It's all good stuff. This year, I don't know. It's been not particularly interesting to me as of late, because it's a lot of the same ships, and there's a lot of ships that like people really like that really need to that really need like reworks and stuff like that. I got the Corsair. You know, I liked it. It was all right. There's some problems, but it happened to win the ship showdown. I was like, oh, cool. That's cool. I guess I'll get a skin for it when that comes out. And what's I gonna say? Oh yeah. But yeah, so there's some problems. Oh, that's fair. There are definitely it is one major complaint I do have. I don't know if I would say the ships look the same, but everything does have the same sort of layout of like a front cockpit and a, you know, of a something sort of based off of a you know, like a modern fighter jet. It's like but cockpit forward, engines in the rear, and yada yada. With only a few standout examples. But yeah, so I kind of got fed up with the Corsair, and when its wings just randomly decided to explode on me for no apparent reason. So what I did was I thought I was gonna upgrade, and then I was like, no, I don't have the money for this. What am I doing? So I downgraded, and I'm just waiting for Friday for IE, and then I'm gonna get a C1. But I completely forgot that the ship showdown thing was a thing, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not getting that skin. And then they tweeted it out, and it's like translucent or translucent purple or whatever, and it's like, oh, it's a cool skin for like the 600, but I don't know. It's it looks fine on the Corsair, but not particularly sad. I derped on that. Yeah, this is a nice little druidy thing. But yeah, that is that. This is definitely strange, but it's okay. Oh, hell yeah. You know it. I'm just trying to think of building like styles and schematics for stuff. I'm trying to think of what other druidy things. I mean, I need to fix this. This is not... This is supposed to be a tavern, but this is just currently a giant block. The bats are probably more appreciated though, honestly. In this setting. What else? What else? Actually, let me look. It's a really weird thing also. So I like, you know, I very excited when Starfield came out. I was very excited when Starfield came out, and then Starfield came out, and I don't know what I was expecting. Not to say it's bad. It's not bad, but it was not maybe either it wasn't as standout as I thought it was, or I just really burnt myself out on it. No, I think maybe a mixture of both. I don't know. It's a whole deal. But also on the YouTube side of things, my it's been going pretty good actually. So in spite of my, and definitely because of Starfield. Actually, I wonder, because the series is Starfield Galactic Guide. Having Starfield and Guide in the same title of every video might be... I wonder how much that would sort of artificially inflate numbers. Or how much that would, you know, impression rate and all that stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I can't complain really. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on like the bar area. There is also supposed to be a downstairs, which yeah, let's actually push this back. Or forwards, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, definitely not. Like, I don't know. I'm hopeful that like I'm hopeful that one of these days I'm gonna like I was gonna save starting mods. I was gonna save the modding scene for after I got level 100. And that's still the plan. But the problem is I'm like level 90, like level 97, 98. And that's just at the, and currently at a point it's like, I mean, like, I gotta do this for Galactic Guide, but had really not really feeling it too much otherwise. But also, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I love the modding community that, Bethesda games attract. It's amazing. But also, definitely not an excuse for the game to be, whatever Starfield is. It is definitely also part of, like, I don't know, the ending and the sort of theme it decides to play. Really, like, I cannot wait to go back and, because I recorded a Let's Play, a more, like, traditional Let's Play, and I'm gonna go through that and, see what my thoughts were going through the game live, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting thing. I don't know, it's also a weird thing of, well, okay. Like, I don't like the sort of twist they did for the story, and then I also really, really want them to actually, like, add on to it. It's just, like, that they didn't really do too much with it, I guess is what I'm saying, you know? But yeah, I think also it's an interesting thing when I'm thinking of Star Citizen. Yeah. In Star Citizen, I can play for 4 hours and do and get some, get some money, get some credits. I'll be able to get some stuff. It's usually not like so much that I can like buy every ship, you know? For better or worse. Like, I'd have to see. I was playing Star Citizen before, and not doing things like the most optimally in order to get the most credits, sure, but I was still having a good time, and doing like salvage stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I went from like 2.8 million to 3 million? Roughly thereabouts. Maybe spending like a few credits for fuel here and there and stuff like that or whatever. But I don't know, and I think I don't know. Like, grinding in Starfield is, I don't know, I guess it's not necessarily the grind that's necessarily too bad. I mean, there is, like, somehow it feels more repetitive, I think. Because, like, I don't know, it's weird, because it's like, oh, it feels super repetitive, because, like, all the dungeons or they reuse the same dungeon, like, you know, every, like, or the same, you know, 20 dungeons or whatever, and it's really, really obvious. Then Star Citizen also kind of, I mean, it kind of does it, but it's also, like, it's not literally the exact same dungeon with everything here and there. That's fair. That's fair. How's it going, Soap? Oh, now I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh god. Oh no, now I genuinely have. Oh no. Oh, yeah, but like, Star Citizen also has the sort of repetitive thing, where all the, but also Star Citizen, like, it's supposed to be a modular kit, and it's just, the modular kit isn't necessarily super built out. So yeah, everything kind of looks the same, but also, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But also I feel like, I get stuff a lot faster in Starfield, and then it's also, like, I don't really need to grind to get gear. I don't really need to go any particular place to get the gear I want. Maybe to get the materials for crafting, but even then, it's not that big of a deal. And, what else? What else? Oh, ships! The more I look at, like, Starfield and ship stuff, I'm like, I really only need one ship. I think I mentioned the last time I did Starfield, like, I have an idea, or I have a plan of making, I have a plan of making, like, a whole fleet of ships in the vain, optimistic hope that there'll be, like, a fleet mod or something. Also, okay. Write a novel in 5 weeks. I'm sorry, I misread that as write 5 novels in 1 week? Writing a novel in 5 weeks is still impressive. Is still an impressive goal. I applaud you. And yeah, that Fire Emblem is definitely a game that will take over your life, and also GTA, definitely. I don't think I've actually played San Andreas though. I know I haven't, I should say. It's fair. Well, that is still one solid chunk of building, but at least with a few windows it looks like a building and not just a chunk of stuff. I don't necessarily know what to do with the basement, but that's okay. It's a druid bar. There's gonna be weird stuff down there. Oh. You know, Sorry, I don't read enough books. I gotta admit. And it's a real shame, because there are a lot of good books, and I feel like writing is I don't know, something that does go underappreciated. It's probably like... oh my god. I think, like, if we were gonna rank types of media in terms of, like, accessibility, books, I mean, like, okay, like, modern books aren't necessarily the lowest. I mean, like, Latin cuneiform is probably did they? Is there any Latin cuneiform? I don't know. But stone tablets is probably you know, a little further down the chart there. But like either movies or video games or TV shows, you know. Actually, yeah, probably, I don't know. There's... But yeah, no, they're books are probably not the most accessible thing, right? Take a lot of time to really dig into, and you know, sometimes that's the case for games, but you know, relatively, it is a more engaging experience and all that. It's stuff. But then also, like, in terms of how easy it is to make that kind of content, books have to be up there in terms of ease of making, because like video games take a fucking decade. Movies take like years. TV shows also probably take years, but usually have to be a little bit more creative and a little bit more conservative with budget and stuff, and are a little bit more, you know, but books are definitely like but that's also a thing, like with books, you get the idea out, and you can get people invested in the whole thing, and then you could be like, god damn, I want a video game of this. And then you go to some people in Poland and they're like, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll make a game out of that. Hold on, I'm sorry. Now okay, there's like, there's a few things I have to do real quick that involve me alt-tabbing out of Minecraft. For one thing, before I forget, because I will, there's a game I saw. Okay, I was just like, okay, this has to be a thing. This has to be a thing. Gunbrella. I was just like, there has to be, like, if not, you know, I was like, oh, somebody has to have put like a gun and an umbrella together, made a gunbrella. Beautiful. Yeah. And then I Google it and it turns out it's a game, an indie game that was published by Devolver Digital. Gunbrella. Like gun and umbrella. Gunbrella. I don't know what... Well, this is the game is a side-scroller. Let's see what it's on Steam. It's not on sale currently. I don't know if the sale... I don't know if was a sale that just ended or if it's still going on, but anyway. Uncover the dark secrets of a gritty, tangled metropolis and battle diabolic villains with your trusty Gunbrella, a bulletproof brawly that doubles as a firearm. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I also wanted to look up one other thing. Because there's no reason that Artalsaurian would have updated their website. No, okay. I was also looking into like... Or I also got a little bit into a little bit of a cyberpunk kick. Wanting to make my tabletop campaign but you know how it goes. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Kind of like, you know, I should probably... Of the most streamable games... Yeah, Minecraft is up there. It's like, I need something I don't have to put... I don't have to devote energy to thinking right now. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. What is the deal with Ruby also? Like, I know they had the... I know they had the DC movies, 2 DC movies. And then I believe I heard that Volume 10 is going to be the last volume. Dragon who became a human that travels around a Middle Eastern style fairy tale world, trying to find meaning in her life after her defeat a century ago. Sounds cool. Gotta admit. I've been in a cyberpunk kick, and I'm like, I understand why, I understand why fantasy is, having heard that, it's like, yes, I understand why fantasy is so appealing over sci-fi. Although, in all fairness, I don't know. Well, if I was writing that story, I would find some way to make it sci-fi. We're just gonna make some frames real quick. It's fine. In my space fantasy or science fantasy universe I want to do, I don't know, it's not necessarily a written thing that there are dragons that specifically have you know, have armor and then basically they act as starfighters in space. But like that's always just been like an example of something that would exist in that universe. But I'm like, yeah, no, that absolutely fucking exists. You know, I saw Jello Apocalypse is a the Jello Apocalypse like review of Ruby. This was from years ago. And like I was yeah, basically. I was like, oh, he's just gonna shit on Ruby. It's I didn't want to watch this, and then I actually did watch, and I was like, no, it's fair that there's a lot of good ideas, and then they don't really do the best job of expanding on them. Yeah. It is also funny because I think the raccoon in episode in volume 9, I might be wrong, but I think Jello Apocalypse, aka Brendan, oh my god, I want to say his last name is Blabber, but it's not Blabber, but it's something like that. But I'm pretty sure he voiced the raccoon if I remember correctly. You know what? Ah, screw it. Now I gotta look this up. Ruby V9 raccoon. Jinxie Peddler. Blaber. Brendan Blaber, yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, in Ot 9? Oh, dude. Hold on, I've got... Oh, I have to remember... No. Oh god, no, I have to remember my... It's a bad Morgan Freeman impression, but an attempt at a Morgan Freeman impression back in the summer of Ot 9. And that's the thing. I don't know exactly what it is about the summer of Ot 9, but the summer of Ot 9 was either the worst time or the best time to be alive. So says I. A very bad, very bad Morgan Freeman impression. It's got the same, I think it's got the same vibe though. The same sort of vibe. And that's all I care about. The voice actress for Summer Rose, who was the mother of Ruby and Yang, was... well, did sussy voice work. Ah. It's fair enough. I mean... I mean, like, the one bit of information we have about Summer Rose... I guess you could describe her as sus, although I have to assume... I have to assume it's that kind of sus and not any other kind of sus. I don't know what that would mean, though. But, like... criminal voice work? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I haven't made any progress on anything. But yes. Just let loose. Start building something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Oh gosh. I really need to, I haven't, like, recorded anything, any videos in a hot minute. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Sorry, I haven't recorded any videos in a hot minute. I need to finish Paper Mario, and I think, well, at the rate I'm going, probably, I think I could push out another game, or another, like, record something else, but probably not, like, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, which was kind of my hope, but that's fine. I could try the one Fire Emblem game that's on Switch Online. Could be interesting. Be a little sad. Not sad, but strange. Since I would probably... if there's any strategy RPG I'd want to do. If there's any strategy RPG I would want to do, it would be Disgaea. But why not both? Oh yeah, absolutely. That's like... I mean, I don't know, there's no way you would have a team of 4 and then, like, a team of all 4 girls and have this whole thing of, like, oh, only the maidens can do the thing with the thing and the stuff, and then, like, not have it turn out that all of them turn into maidens at some point. Which is gonna be one hell of a thing. If they're gonna... But it's also one of the things that's, like... it's definitely one of the things that I could see... like, maybe at one point they wanted to do that, but, like, right now they just... like, if Volume 10 does end up being the last volume, then, like, there's just not enough time to actually, like, fulfill that sort of thing, right? Or to make that a good and meaningful change, right? Like, I'm definitely like, oh yes, I would love to see that, but also, it would be a... it could happen. It could happen, but are you sure? Are you sure you're ready for what they'll have? Although maybe Volume 10 isn't going to be the last volume. Maybe the information I heard was wrong, I don't know. I do wonder, actually, because, like I said, Cyberpunk, one of the core rules of a Cyberpunk story, as at least the IP, not necessarily the genre as a whole. Although, genre as a whole, fair enough. One of the core rules of a Cyberpunk story is that you do not win. There are no happy endings. And I feel like that is definitely something. I don't know. I feel like that is something that they could possibly do with Ruby, but I don't know. You know, the whole Salem being impossible to kill or whatever. It does seem like it would be a difficult. I mean, really, like... I really do want to... At some point I need to, you know, play the DLC for Cyberpunk 2077. Because it has its own ending. Although, I think... I might have... I didn't spoil myself, but it's like... There's a thing about the endings that, like, there's a thing about that ending, and I think I might have a pretty good idea of what the ending is, roughly speaking. But yeah, I mean, Cyberpunk, yeah, no real happy endings. I haven't seen most of the endings, though, in all fairness, 2077, but... Happy is definitely not the word I would use. So. And there's also a tabletop game, Cyberpunk Edge of Eternity. I think they relatively recently actually finished all of their... They finished their, like, first campaign, so if you want to go and watch it, it's, I think Cyberpunk Edge of Eternity by Infinite Sided Dice, I believe. And they do a pretty good job of having the game master does a pretty good job of having no good choices. Or at least nothing that at the very least there might be like the objectively, like, this is the thing we're going to do. Or this is the thing you should do. But there's never a thing of like, oh, this is exactly what I want, this is exactly how I want this scenario to go, yay. Everything's nice, everything's happy. That doesn't happen. But also, well, one of the major problems, though, with being really excited about a tabletop game and wanting to do a lot of story-driven stuff with said game, is that you need to know what your player characters are, and I don't even know who my players would be. Got a pretty good idea, but... who knows? if I could make an actual bingo card about my streams. You're gonna have Riley talks about a thing, but chat brings up a random thing as well as someone says record. Fair enough. Fair enough. Did I don't know. Somehow, at some point, I was gonna say something about Star Citizen, but I can't remember what I was actually gonna say. So, you were spared on that front. Yeah. You know at some point I'm gonna stream Star Citizen also, right? I don't know. It's gonna be really hard to not talk about Star Citizen while playing Star Citizen. Oh yeah. Oh, it's been so long though. It's been so long since Dokapon. Dokapon was like a lifetime ago though, dude. It's so, I don't know, it's also sad. I mean, I went on a whole thing with Fencer right before you showed up, so, about, well, my Galactic Guide series on Starfield is, you know, it's doing pretty well, but it's also kind of strange, unfortunate, because I'm also, like, there are definitely some videos that are going to come up that are like where I'm very obviously not a huge fan of the game. Just like I feel a little, I don't know, it feels a little weird. But yeah. Because, you know, there's definitely, like, somebody who's also, there's also somebody who, you know, whose, Starfield is, like, their favorite game ever. Like... It's fair. I mean, I like Bethesda games, but also, I don't know how fair it would be to have that as a bingo. No, actually, yeah. No, that's totally fair. Just in general. Bethesda is just a thing. I might not necessarily be associated with Bethesda all that much, but Bethesda is just Bethesda. There's no getting around that. Da, 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 na, 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 na. God damn it. Is my life, is this all my life is now? Just reduced down to a bingo card? Is that a bingo thing? Bringing up some sort of existential dread? God damn. You may as well. You may as well. You know, there is There is another. There's another tabletop RPG that where they do genuinely have bingo cards. Okay, that one's fair. Oh, sorry. Oh, shoot. What was it? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Rise of the Guildmasters. That's what it was. Yeah. Where they've, I don't know. It's also weird. It is a weird thing with that one, where like it's definitely getting into the later stages of the campaign, right? And they do a thing that I don't think I would ever do. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Very clearly, players talk about what they want their character, what they want to happen to their character, and they talk with the GM about it. It's like, that's not a bad idea. And I mean, like, not like, oh, you know what, I think it would be cool if this happened to my character. Oh, yeah, that might be a good idea. I, as the GM, am going to take that idea and modify it a little bit to make it fit a little bit better and to have it give a little bit more interest or whatever. No, I mean, like, like, oh, hey, we're going to write a script together with, and have this specific interaction with the character, and like, that's fine. Especially because there are some interesting things that have come out of that, so, and, you know, I can't necessarily say it's a bad thing, but it seems weird. Like, I would want to, I would want to, you know, just after the session, talk with my players, be like, hey, how is this, you know, and maybe, you know, DM them, you know, be like, hey, where do you think your character's going? What do you think is the natural, arc for your character? What's gonna happen here? And then I would do and then I would, like, I would, you know, talk with them, and then maybe have the thing happen, or also just, like, tease the thing happening, and then, like, pull the rug out from under them, and, you know, have some ludicrous thing happen. Oh, hell yeah. No, I think, like, I do have a few ideas. I don't know, it's kind of unfortunate. It's unfortunate because, I've got, like, this idea for Cyberpunk, right? Oh, what if there was a, what if there was Iron Man? What if you had Iron Man in the Cyberpunk universe? Like, how would that work? Not necessarily, like, the character of Tony Stark, but somebody who has an exoskeleton, a super armored and super high-tech exoskeleton that they build themselves. How would that work? And genuinely, how would that work? Because they have power suits in Cyberpunk, but they're not nearly as advanced as, like, any of the Iron Man suits. But theoretically, you could have, you know, a character who is a tech, who literally just goes and, you know, makes the stuff, Oh yeah, and a party kill. Oh my god, dude. Like, well, okay, for one thing, Cyberpunk is a very brutal system. A TBK in Cyberpunk would not be super ludicrous. I might make it go in a... I might make it relatively ludicrous, though. I don't know. Yeah, I've got a bunch of ideas, and like that character in particular, I've got a bunch of like... I have one... I do have a one entire thing in order to like get them like some proper facilities in order to make to, you know, have better facilities to make their stuff, right? But biolog to stop any thieving attempts if the user does not have it equipped. You know, I actually honestly don't know how the power would work. So, okay, so they're called linear frames in Cyberpunk. There are external frames that you wear, but it's an exoskeleton. It doesn't have armor. It doesn't itself have armor, and it fits over top of armor. There are also internal frames, which are like, you know, I mean, inside of you. I know that the external frames have like a giant power pack on the back. Oh yeah. Actually, I wonder. That definitely would be a potential idea for them. Because again, like in Cyberpunk Red, the tech role, it's not exactly... It's maybe not super fair to call it a class, but it is a class. Sorry. Yeah, they literally have the ability to just make things, and be like, hey, GM, is this a good item? I have an idea for an item. Can I make this? And you know, it's a... Yeah, so there's definitely some fun, interesting ideas that could happen from that. I don't think it would be nuclear fusion, though. And I think, like... I don't know. It probably wouldn't... Well, if I was playing that character, it would probably be nuclear fusion. And I would spend, like, the entire campaign trying to make a proper nuclear fusion reactor small enough and practical enough to use in a suit. I guess I don't know. I can't really speak for what my players would think. But probably on the same lines. It would probably go more towards the Iron Man reference. Oh my god. How could I respond to that? I can't just not respond to that. With either laughter or... You got me. You got me. I think I've exhausted all of my talking points about the Iron Man suit, in all fairness. But yeah, I do have also another... I do have another idea, for a character, for a player character, that I ran by one of my players. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, I have to... I know I looked it up, but I forgot. I think I remember the general gist, but yeah, a refresher would be nice. But yeah, one of my players is, his favorite game is Hotline Miami. So I'm like, hey, how about you're just a character, and like one of your, just a thing you have to do is basically, you have to, you get a bunch of, you have a, you get phone calls like every once in, or every session, and you basically have to maybe not necessarily kill a character or a you know, you don't necessarily have to kill a character or an NPC. It might not always be an NPC also, but you know, you have to do this thing, and if you don't do that, then there's going to be repercussions from this sort of mysterious taskmaster you've got commanding you to do stuff. And he was down for the idea, so that's one thing I can think of, although it's been so long, I'd have to go back and actually, we'd have to talk about it again, so. But anyways, yes, ATB combat. So wasn't it like... It was like a... Not a time-based, like, priority thing. It was not like the queue system. Wasn't it like, there was like some, but there was some relative thing of like, there was something not necessarily along the lines of that, but something. And then clearly I can't remember how to describe anything. E. Each of the characters are on individual timers. Before they can take an action, they have to wait their turn when the meter fills up. Oh, okay. Yeah. It was the thought I had come to, but actually in words, it actually described. Yeah, okay. So got a nice little shack here. This is a little bit more than a shack, I guess. Oh well. What to add is heavily modified version Final Fantasy X-2 with a major emphasis on speed and dynamic environmental physics. Dynamic environment. Ooh, okay. Those are always fun. I still need to look up actually where the best place to play Final Fantasy VII is. The original Final Fantasy VII. I should probably just add all of the Final Fantasies to my bucket list as well. Definitely be interesting. Someone fires an arrow, there's a chair nearby, you can use the chair as a makeshift shield, and throw the chair back at the archer. Oh, very nice. So like Mortal Kombat. No! No! Does Mortal Kombat have interactables? Or am I thinking of another fighting game? Legitimately not sure on that one. Yeah. I mean, really, there are no original ideas anymore. if we're fair, or if we're honest with ourselves. Fair enough. I guess you can't scratch a thing off a bingo card twice. I guess you could try, though. Oh, I have Steam up, so let me just look. Final Fantasy. Final... Oh, they add like... Oh, they added the original Final Fantasy. Like, OG. Oh my god, there's an actual legit bundle? Final Fantasy 1, 3, 6. Oh, of course. Of course. Fair enough, fair enough. Is one of the things, I do have to admit, that I'm not as well-versed on all of the Final Fantasies. Pixel remaster of Final Fantasy 1 to 6? Okay. Wait, okay, hold on. They have Final Fantasy... They have Final Fantasy 1 for $12, Final Fantasy 2 for $12, Final Fantasy 3 for 18, 4 for 18, 5 for 18, and 6 for 18. They're all part of a bundle, but it's like, wait a minute, what? Also, these, like, absolutely are not in any kind of logical or distinct order. Is lovely. But then there's also Final Fantasy for the After Years for 16. Well, funnily enough, that is Final Fantasy 4 is the one have actually played a little bit of. Oh my god, Final Fantasy VII, proper Final Fantasy VII is there for $12. Holy shit, okay, cool. Ah, okay, I see. They added Final Fantasy VII. Well, whatever port this is, it's a... This would appear to be a port of, like, the original. Yeah. The one that I'm looking at right now. But I also saw the remake and the remaster, and all of them. Okay, actually, you know what? In all fairness, I thought it was going to be like... It was going to be 50 different Final Fantasy VII remakes, though, in all fairness. They have Final Fantasy... It looks like they have the original Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Or, like, the original versions, but ports of them that they added back in 2013. So that's something. World of Final Fantasy? What the fuck is this? Spiritual swan song of the entire series before they transitioned to the 6th generation consoles. Okay. Capture, customize, and evolve. Embark on a magical journey with siblings Rain and Lan as they explore the vast land of Grimoire to rediscover their past and save the future. It's like a monster collection thing? Weird, but okay. Individual struggle with a dash of romance. Final Fantasy VII is Final Fantasy VII. Sorry, I'm just like looking at all of these. Clearly, I need to... Oh, hold on. Oh, they've got a... Ooh. What about... there's a Final Fantasy... Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's 4. Oh, Final Fantasy 4 3D remake. Okay. I derped and thought that was 7. It was like just like an updated graphics thing. But no, it's fine with Fantasy 4. 16 is hands down the best in terms of gameplay, graphics, presentation. Oh, 16 is out? I don't keep up with things, clearly. Yeah. This has got to be the greatest Minecraft stream of all time, where I just talk about Final Fantasy, and I'm just tapped out looking at. Oh my god. This is exactly what to expect from a Riley stream, though. Oh, let me see. I don't know if they've... I really desperately wanted to misread that as, I really desperately wanted to misread that as, JPEGs instead of JRPGs. Oh, of course it is. Sorry, I'm just going through and checking the Metal Gear, everything they have on Metal Gear. What is... Okay, hold on. Metal Gear Alpha? Metal Gear Solid Alpha, a Snake Eater? I'm sorry, Metal Gear Solid... I think that's Alpha. What is this? What is this? Oh my god, no! No! Oh, this is a new game. That's to be announced. What? Remake of Metal Gear Solid? Oh, okay. Alright. Hopes dashed a little bit. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I see one of these trailers say it was in Unreal Engine? Didn't they make like their own... Didn't they make like their own engine? For Metal Gear Solid like 5? And then basically only use it for Metal Gear Solid 5 and survive? Nice. I sincerely hope that this is in whatever engine they had for MGS5, or at least that improved or whatever. Ah, okay. What am I looking at here? Well, that's something that's I am interested in, but not probably gonna drop any money on yet. That is a fair point. I suppose. God, honestly though, oh, no. What? MGS4? MGS4 was on the... Wait, what are they doing with the MGS4 release that needs an $800 CPU? What? Came out on the PS3. Is it even actually a... Is it even actually like a remaster, or is it just a port? Oh, did they not even have... Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Okay. So let me just see here. Let me make sure. Right. Okay. Trying to think what else I could do, should do. I just chat for a little while. Something I gotta... Probably wait a few years after release to get it at a secondhand bargain bin somewhere. Oh god. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Just somebody who, you know, worked at a... brings back memories of when I worked at a used game store, and it was, oh my god. That was certainly something. That was certainly an experience. God. I mean, like... I just remember the one time that I had to... Like, somebody wanted to buy 300 games, and then another time that somebody wanted to sell 600 games at closing. Yes. Yes. Genuinely. 300 games. Some of them were in boxes. some of them were in boxes with barcodes, but not all of them. Most of them were loose cartridges. I can't remember too much about what specifically the, well, cartridge, loose cartridge or no, barcode doesn't really help too much when it comes to... I don't know how many games it actually was, in all fairness, but it was a lot of fucking games. And it was a thing of, like, the person I was... Luckily, I wasn't by myself. And, my coworker, was like... Oh my god. If somebody was trying to sell you 300 copy, or like 10 copies of like Barbie's Dreamland Adventure for the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, and then you just slap a and then you slap a, you know, a pile of those on into the counter on top of the other 500 copies of that shovelware game that you have. That was mainly what happened. It was like, you know, games that people cared about were out immediately, or like moved immediately, but there was like just a lot of shovelware that was just there. And there would be people who went and bought them to try and flip them. Maybe collectors, but nah, it's... That scene, I just wouldn't say is particularly grand around here. Flipping a game like flipping houses before the oh god, the '08 crash be like, so buy this really terrible licensed game 2007, it's gonna be worth millions of dollars in 2020. Oh my god, oh my god, dude. Oh, apologies. Bump the microphone. Probably no Golem. King Kong. Probably worth a fortune in like 10 years. Who knows? Who knows? It's always strange things that do happen. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm currently planting a few trees. I have a this is specifically a mod that allows like trees to grow organically instead of just having a sapling state and a not sapling state. If I can't think of anything better to do, we could watch we could watch trees grow. I'll probably end stream soon, also, by the way. But yeah. Ooh. Name of the game is Four Maidens Endless Dreams. Nice, nice. Gosh. It is also great. I don't know. I would assume, Soap, that you genuinely don't follow Star Citizen at all. That's my assumption. That's the picture I have in my head. So I'll tell you what. I don't know. Maybe I've explained this before. Well, every year around October, in October, they have CitizenCon. They have CitizenCon. It's their convention. They talk about development. Usually, you know, they save a few things, and a few months beforehand is a little bit light on the sort of content. They have weekly shows and do weekly live streams, showcasing development or talking about game design. Damn it. God damn it. Sorry. Now I don't know if you're trolling or not. Now I don't know if it's sarcasm. Anyway, I'll just assume. I'll just be an ass. So, this year's CitizenCon, yeah, I know. This year's CitizenCon, was basically the culmination of, like, 2021. They, like, sort of put, they sort of went quiet on, and didn't really talk about what they were developing as much, or as openly. They kind of did still talk about it, but in the monthly reports that nobody reads. It also didn't necessarily paint the clearest picture, and there were some things that were absolutely new that they didn't, and like, so this CitizenCon, like, has, like, single-handedly, like, completely revitalized a lot of interest in the game. Like, literally, they showcased that everything, every game system you could possibly want, basically is either getting revamped or reworked, to some level or to some degree. A bunch of things that they've been talking about for a long time, like they actually showed working prototypes. They showed a prototype of server meshing. Like, it's exciting stuff. What? Nice. I don't know. I need to make my own emotes, god damn it. Oh god, what was I saying? But yeah, so, it's now also had the unfortunate effect of like spawning, because you know there's a bunch of like game journalists and you know, people who are just like, the only thing they do with Star Citizen is just talk about it being a scam or whatever. And it's like, ugh. And there's a bunch of videos now about like people reacting to the trailers or whatever. I haven't watched any of them, but like, oh my god, it's, you know, a thing that happens. Maybe some of them are genuinely positive also, and I don't know, but... I don't know, as somebody who's been, like, playing the game or playing the alpha for years, I mean, it just feels like an alpha project that maybe is taking longer than it, than another, you know, than any other, alpha project. And I mean, I will say that, like, also, like, the actual, like, monetary practices, or the business practices that they do, certainly don't help that, that view, it is so weird buying ships and stuff. It's actually a genuine question, so they have a single-player game as well, and they're planning... And one of the big announcements at this year's CitizenCon was that Squadron 42, their single-player game, is feature complete, and that they've entered the polishing phase, which... what exactly that means is hard to tell, but, you know... So one of the things is... like, when will it release? Maybe optimistically next year, but probably 2025. It's like, oh shit, they actually probably have to... They might be competing. Be competing releases, Squadron 42 and GTA 6, which is a crazy thought. It would be interesting though, because like, why did GTA 6 take so long to come out? Is that like, I guess there probably isn't that much information about it, but like, did they really just have, like, all of their developers, they're like, nope, you're not working on GTA 6, you're working on GTA Online, and nothing else. Polishing usually means better graphics, voice acting, animations. Polishing can mean a few different things depending on which company you're looking at. That's absolutely a good summary of it. But Star Citizen's, in terms of like, it's pretty high on graphic fidelity. That's for damn sure. I think probably. Well, they did not say beta. Well, they use the term feature complete. which is more like saying the end of alpha. And I think that's basically more the takeaway, is that all the features are done and complete, and it's just a matter of integrating everything, making sure that they all work together, which I think actually they probably do. Like the Squadron 42 build is the Squadron 42 build is the Squadron 42 build is basically not that dissimilar from like the Star Citizen build, but there are some differences. And like, I would not believe that, except that like the trailer they showed, the I Held the Line trailer, like all of the CitizenCon panels that, you know, they were showing some of these new features. Most of them were like individual builds, like they would have the new star map or the new AI or the new movement system, but they wouldn't have, well, they would have the new AI and some different ones, but like they wouldn't have this. There wasn't a panel that had the star map and the movement system in the same build or in the same panel. They were all individual and separated out, so they hadn't been integrated into each other. But the Squadron 42 video did actually show like multiple of these things in tandem, I believe, anyway. So that's fair. God damn it. God damn it. Dude, I'm so tempted though to be like, no, I'm gonna open up Star Citizen right now. We're gonna finish this stream properly. I'm gonna show you how damn real Star Citizen is. Nah, but it is a really weird, like the scam part of it, the thing that I'm like, you know what, I can understand why somebody would call it a scam. The way you buy ships, I mean, the way you buy ships isn't like, I mean, too weird. I mean, you know, it's, hey, like, you know, you just go on the web store, they have a thing for a price. You know, that's, but you can upgrade ships, and they increase the prices of ships later on. There is a sort of artificial FOMO thing where they don't sell every ship that they've ever sold all the time. They sell them at specific times per in the year, and it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Some of it could be, well, some of it could definitely be argued that it's like, well, we don't want people to run around with giant capital ships because they only sell, like, they have very limited sales of capital ships. You know, don't want you know, million players running around with cap ships on day one. That'd be silly. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's a whole, that is in and of itself, it's a whole system. And I would try and explain it, but it's convoluted as all hell. There are also some weird and quirky ways you can get around some stuff. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Well, I apologize for the last hour being a rant and not really, or a, maybe not rant, but like a, not being a Minecraft stream, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You know what, I actually kind of like this whole thing that I've done here with the trees and the forest, or the trees and the fences. Ugh. But yeah. So yeah, so Wednesday is properly going to be Starfield or Star Citizen, probably Starfield. Starfield for a while. And Friday we'll be back to Pokemon. I don't know. I feel like the rest of the year is going to be a little bit turbulent. But I don't know, I say like, oh, I'm gonna get my shit together a bunch of times and then I don't. But I genuinely hope to get my shit together next year. At least by next year. We'll see how all that works. But yeah, until next time, have a good day, great day, even. Chowskis.